What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to give you guys my quick review on the Oneplus 6T. Now, I know a lot of people want to know if it's a huge upgrade, an actual upgrade. Should you run out and get it? The one reason, or the two reasons I can see people run out and get it would be if you're coming from something previous to the 6, or just like a budget phone or just something old, and you want something simple. If you know the OnePlus line, or if you want something simple, not hard, to understand or whatever, if you're in that situation as far as phones go, if you're coming from a completely old device or something like that, you know what I mean? Or reason number two to get it, if you get it from Tmobile. And the biggest reason why I say that is because I had the OnePlus 6, and honestly, the only reason why I grabbed it was because I'm on Tmobile, and I don't see myself leaving Tmobile. I've had Tmobile for years, and I don't see myself ever leaving Tmobile unless some other, it works for me. I like it. I prefer it. I've had all the other carriers. Not a big fan of them. So, so it works for me. And on top of it, you trade in a phone and you basically get $300 off of the device, right? So you're paying $280. You're either financing $280 or you're actually just paying $280. If you can afford $280, just buy it. You know what I mean? Just pay out, and you're trading in a device and you're getting it for $280. That's a fucking steal. So two reasons why anybody would jump onto the OnePlus 6T. Now I'm going to talk about a couple of things I don't like. Number one, no headphone jack. Now I know for a lot of people are going to be like, it's not a big deal, yada yada yada. Got you. To me it is. I really enjoy having a headphone jack on my phones because I have wireless or wired headphones, because I run into situations where I'm in the gym and I forget to charge my phone or my headphones, and they die. And luckily I have my wired headphones I always carry, so or I carry my wire and just plug it into the headphones and I'm good to go. So there's a lot of people that travel would rather have wired headphones because they don't have to worry about being on the plane or whatever, or on the bus or on the train for X amount of hours, and instead of trying to worry about their batteries dying on their headphones, they could easily just plug it in and go, so to me it is kind of a big deal. So color options, I'm sorry to say this, but I need more than, I prefer a black phone, and I've said that over and over again, but a lot of people want options, you know what I mean? They've been doing a good job at releasing a lot of different colors, or at least 3 different colors, or black, mirror black, red, white, stuff like that at launch, like they did last with the OnePlus 6. I love that they released a lot of them, all together. I don't like it when companies release a different color later on, and I know they do that for, obviously for, it's, so that people can buy the phone later on, or, like iPhone did with the red iPhone, they waited 6 months just to boost their sales back up because people waited for a red one or wanted something other than black or white or whatever. Now, is it a big deal? No, not really, because, there's always skins, there's always cases, so you really don't see, but like, a lot of people don't wear cases, so, to show off a color that you like or that you have or whatever, that's cool too. I think that's pretty much it. Things that I don't like. Now, everything else that I do like, it's because of the type of user I am. So, for example, a lot of people say that the in-display fingerprint scanner isn't that great. I actually disagree with that. I think it's a great idea. They executed it pretty fucking good, for it to be the first generation on any OnePlus. You know what I mean? Now, I think it's going to get better with the OnePlus 7, but the OnePlus 7's not out yet. You know, they're still working on that. You know, I hope that they would bring the headphone jack back, because they said that they had to remove it in order to put the in-display fingerprint down here. So they had to remove it for that. You know what I mean? So they could have easily put it up, I think. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? So feature-wise, I think that everybody knows that OnePlus makes some of the smoothest phones. The operating systems are really smooth. A lot of people prefer the smoothness of that over the Pixel. And I don't disagree. I actually prefer the customizability, the just overall in general, the experience you get with a OnePlus device over a lot of other devices. You know what I mean? I think the Note is still the king of phones, but if you don't need all that, and you're a simple kind of person, and you want something very good for the price that it is, especially if you get it on Tmobile, which is a steal basically, even though it's not unlocked, it only has one SIM card. But if you're in the US, a lot of people don't understand, like, you know, the SIM card issue is not a big deal. I mean, for a lot of people it's not. You know, if you travel and you have to switch in and out, or you have 2 SIM cards or whatever, then yeah, I get that. But for the average user, I mean, it's probably not even going to be a big deal. You know what I mean? Great camera. Whatever they did to the software tweaks, when I had my OnePlus 6, I upgraded it to it, and then I took pictures and pretty much compared them. Whatever they did to the 6T actually works for the 6T. The upgrades and stuff like that, whatever tweaks they did to it, it's the same camera, just minor upgrades that they did to the software that works. Battery life on this thing is phenomenal. It's amazing. I think that, you know, with it being a 1080p display, the bump that they did to the camera is actually helpful, and it works, and it lasts a long time. I don't like charging my phones every night, but this is the perfect one to get up in the morning, plug it in while you get ready, it charges, and it's done. You know what I mean? It's charged, it's good, boom, get on about your day. I think this one is pretty much one of the only other phones besides maybe the P20 Pro, the Mate 20 Pro, or anything like that has actually good fast charging. My Note 8 takes maybe 40 more minutes to charge completely than my OnePlus. So if, for example, I carry both of them just to, because I'm trying to do a comparison later, and I'm at 40% at night, and I don't charge them at night, and I go into the next morning, and as I'm getting ready to head out to the gym, I plug both in, and my OnePlus actually will be at like 60-70, and my Note is probably like at 55, for example, 50%. So I don't care about wireless charging as much now that I have a Note and I have a wireless dock next to my bed. When it is dead, I can just easily lay it down on it, but it's not necessarily something that I need. You know what I mean? So I'm not worried about the wireless charging because it has super fast charging with the cable. So that just gives it a bigger advantage against a lot of other devices. What else? Software, you know, you're running on 9.0. You're running on every great, latest and greatest, everything that's available now, you get it on the OnePlus. So will it affect the further updates because it's a T-Mobile variant? I'm not sure. They never said anything about it. I haven't read anything about it. So hopefully it rolls out fast like it has been usually with the previous, with the unlocked versions. So, I mean, overall, I really recommend this phone. I think it's one of the best phones. The camera's amazing. I've had a lot of fun taking more pictures with this phone over the Note, actually. I'm going to do an actual comparison between both of them here soon. I'm just trying to give out my review and my thoughts. And do I recommend this? Yes. If you're a T-Mobile customer, trade in your phone, get this device. It's faster and smoother than anything in any T-Mobile store. It's a great buy. It's a great value. It's a great device overall. It doesn't take a lot of shortcuts. If you don't need expandable storage, it comes with 128 gigs on board. I still have over 100 gigs of storage, and I have so much crap on my phone. So if you don't have it and you want it and you can upgrade or you want to, I really highly recommend this phone. Great device, possibly one of the best at this year so far. So amazing device. Go out and get it if you can.